Welcome to WagerTalk TV. I am Kelly Stewart at Kelly in Vegas on Twitter, joined by Dave Koken at Dave Koken and Adam Trigger at Top Flight SI, both of WagerTalk.com. San Francisco at the Cincinnati Bengals. This one's interesting because we saw this line open Bengals -2.5. Now the line is flipped. We're seeing Niners -1.5 across the board, except at two shops where they are -1. Total 49 has come down, seeing some 48 in the halves. Dave, I wanted to ask you this pretty generic handicapping question, and that is, when a team opens as a favorite, I usually feel like that's the right side. When a line jumps through 0, what are your thoughts? Am I overthinking it or just making a generalization here?
I think it's a generalization. It's probably not a bad thought, but it's still going to be on an individual game-to-game basis. And in this instance, when I first saw the line on the game, the opening line, it's like, that's one I disagree with. I did not think the Bengals should have been favored in this game. And I agree with the line move. San Francisco's better than Cincinnati. Now, the 49ers, as we all know, have thrown away some games this season. They probably should have a better record than they do. The Bengals, to me, are still an untrustworthy team. I had a best bet with the Chargers against them last week. It got a little hairy after the Chargers blew a 24-0 lead. It looked like the Bengals were going to take the lead, and then there was a scoop and score, and that was the end of the game. So I was happy with that. But basically, I've kept saying the same thing all year long about Cincinnati, which is I know they're better than they've been, but I still don't think they're particularly good. I think they're kind of a 500 team. And the 49ers, to me, are a more talented bunch. It's a big game for both teams. I'm just simply going better team here. That's San Francisco. And if they don't screw the game up, I think the 49ers will go on the road and pick up a win against the Bengals. So despite the line move, I like the 49ers in this game.
I do as well. The line move agrees with me, but then I kind of like to kick myself and overthink. I could have had the +1. Adam, are you going to go with the trifecta here with Dave and I and agree that the Niners are the better team and should win this football game?
Yeah, I do. I agree with you guys. I think the 49ers are the better team here. They've been a team I've looked to play on pretty much since George Kittle's come back. And I think he should tear this Bengals defense up because they don't defend guys like George Kittle very well. I want to see if Deebo Samuel's going to play. I think that could be a big deal. But if he's in, then I'll definitely look to play on the 49ers in this spot as potentially a best bet. Burrow's still got the pinky injury. The 49ers' big weakness on the defense is their secondary. So I have to wonder with the bad finger how much Burrow can exploit that. And the Bengals' offensive line is pretty banged up as well, which would lead me to believe that the 49ers can get a little pressure. Their pass rush is good. So yeah, I think like Dave said, the 49ers have thrown a couple games away. They should probably be better than they are on, is from a win-loss perspective. I think they're the better team here, though. Bengals have been kind of a fade for me as well over the past month or so. I agree with the move. 49ers better team. I think they win the game.
For my sanity and my fantasy football team, I hope we are right. I need a big game from Deebo Samuels as well as George Kittle to get into the Johnny Detroit Fantasy League playoffs. Thank you to Dave. Thank you to Adam. Make sure you guys head over to WagerTalk.com. Check out all of their packages for sale. And again, don't forget to follow them on Twitter.